Hey, y'all, let me tell you about the day my niece, Kayla, got on a plane and changed the whole damn world without raising her voice. Picture this, a 16-year-old black girl, sharp as a tack, standing in first class on a Coastal Skies flight out of Atlanta, clutching a boarding pass she earned through a national debate championship. She's in seat 2A, backpack slung over her shoulder, ready to fly to D.C. for a speech summit. Then bam, this flight attendant, Karen, with a smile sharper than a switchblade, steps up and says, loud enough for the whole cabin to hear, "Miss, this section's not for folks like you." Kayla freezes, her face burning, but she doesn't flinch. The cabin goes dead quiet, folks peeking over their coffee cups and in-flight magazines. Nobody's saying a word. Karen's got this smug look, her blonde ponytail so tight it's practically screaming, and she doubles down. First class is for ticketed guests, real guests. Kayla, cool as ice, holds out her boarding pass. "This is my seat. 2A, Kayla Thompson." Karen doesn't even glance at it, just crosses her arms. "Sweetheart, we've seen this scam before. Y'all always try to sneak up here." Oh, the air got thick. A guy in a suit shifts in his seat, another yanks out his AirPods, and someone mutters, "Seriously?" But nobody steps up. Then Karen snaps her fingers, calls for security. "Get someone up here to deal with this." Within seconds, a beefy officer in mirrored shades struts down the aisle like he's auditioning for a cop show. "Step off the plane, miss," he barks, not even asking her name. Kayla's voice stays steady. "Why?" He leans in. "Ma'am says you're flying fraudulently. We'll sort it at the desk." Kayla's hands shake, but her eyes don't waver. "Ma'am never checked my ticket," she says, staring at Karen, who just scoffs and snatches the boarding pass like it's trash. They march Kayla off, the cabin silent as a graveyard. Not one passenger speaking up, not one apology offered. In the holding room, under buzzing fluorescent lights, Kayla sits on a plastic chair, the officer clicking his pen like he's got all day. "Who paid for this ticket?" he asks, like she's some kid caught shoplifting. "My school," Kayla says. "I won a national competition. Everything's covered." He raises an eyebrow. "Your parents know you're up in first class?" She stares him down. "My mom's a nurse, works nights. My aunt, Regina Thompson, approved it all." His pen stops. "Regina Thompson?" he mutters, like the name rings a bell. He steps out, and 10 minutes later, a new officer, a woman with a clipboard and a no-nonsense vibe, walks in. "You're free to go," she says. Kayla blinks. "That's it." The officer's eyes soften. Let's just say someone big made some folks real nervous. Back on the plane, Kayla slides into 2A, hands folded, eyes forward. The silence is different now, tense, like everyone knows they're the ones who don't belong. At 30,000 feet, she doesn't think about Karen or the officer. She thinks about her Aunt Regina, who once told her, "People will always try to push you out of places they think you don't belong. Let 'em. Just make sure the system pushes back." And boy, did it. Regina's no ordinary ANSA compliance titan, the woman behind the National Aviation Standards Network, a system that flags ethics violations like a bloodhound. That day, it caught Karen's stunt, froze $1.6 billion in Coastal Skies contracts, and sent the airline scrambling. Then the video hit. Some guy in 4C had recorded the whole thing. Kayla's calm, Karen's sneer, the officer's march. It blew up on TikTok, for 0.5 million views in hours, Thompson Protocol trending like wildfire. Comments poured in, "This is so wrong. She's a queen for staying calm." Kayla didn't want the spotlight, but the world saw her truth. Regina made sure it didn't die. In a folder her system flagged 14 similar incidents, and she pushed for a full audit. Coastal Skies suspended Karen, but that was just the start. Senator Maria Lopez caught wind, introduced the Passenger Rights Act, and called Kayla to testify. In a D.C. hearing room, Kayla stood, voice steady. "I didn't shout. I didn't fight. I just stayed in my seat because it was mine. This bill makes sure no one's dignity gets questioned again." The bill passed unanimously, and Coastal Skies overhauled their training under the Thompson Protocol. A letter arrived from a friend in the galley, a flight attendant who'd watched in silence, now training crews to do better, inspired by Kayla's courage. As Kayla walked the D.C. streets, a newsstand headline screamed, "Teen Silence Sparks Aviation Reform." She smiled, not because she was a hero, but because she'd shown the world that standing still can shake systems. So what do y'all think? Was Kayla's silence stronger than 1,000 protests? Should airlines face harsher penalties for profiling? Drop your thoughts below, share this story, and let's talk about what justice looks like when it's quiet but unstoppable.